Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is MrPeachUK and this is my Final Fantasy VII walkthrough or Let's Play videos. Basically what I'm going to be doing is a series of Final Fantasy VII Let's Plays. Hopefully get right the way through to the end and keep it as accurate and as thorough as possible. I have tried to do this series in the past, but for various different reasons I've sort of ended up abandoning it. It's something I'm quite passionate about. I love Final Fantasy VII and most of the Final Fantasy series of games, 7 and 8 being my favourites. Now, this was the first ever game that I ever played. I love it dearly. The remake that's coming out I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully they'll do it justice and they won't tamper too much with what makes it such a great game. So I think it's sort of about the right time to be doing this for me personally. Hopefully you'll stick with me right the way through to the end, and hopefully for those of you that haven't seen Final Fantasy VII before and haven't experienced it before, you'll enjoy it and enjoy it enough to actually buy it and play it. Those of you that have played it before, hopefully I don't muck it up for you. I hope I don't say anything that isn't accurate. I'm pretty sure that everything I'll be saying is fairly accurate. I've played it a fair number of times, and even though I will be following a walkthrough, most of the knowledge is actually my own anyway. I'm just kind of going to be keeping an eye on the walkthrough that I've got here, just to make sure that I keep on track and I don't miss anything vital, as it has been a long time since I've played it. The walkthrough that I'll be following is, I think it's Absolute Steve. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it in the comment section in the description below. I'm also going to link you to that walkthrough for if you want to do a playthrough yourself. Absolutely fantastic guide from what I can tell. I've not used it start to finish, but it's so thorough looking, and the guy knows what he's talking about. So without further ado, let's play. Now this is my this is the Steam version, so that's my control layout. Sure, you don't really need to know about that. The Steam version is very close to the PlayStation version, which came out in 1997. It's very similar. I think there's very slight dialogue changes that aren't critical, and I think some of the models look a bit better in the menu screens, but other than that everything's the same. So without further ado, here we go. intro music gives me chills every time I hear it. Right, here we go. Let's get stuck into the action. So you can get 2 potions off that dude. You can pick up the potions separately, one from each guy. I'm guessing you can maybe pick both up from the second guy, but see if you go to see if you took them both off the first guy like I just did there. I don't think there'll be any on the second guy, but I'll check that in a moment. Go. Leveled up already. There we go. See, nothing there. Was in Soldier. Indeed. Right, we're going to be keeping the names the same. So just select Cloud. Oh, that's not nice. It's not going to make for a very good relationship, is it? No trust. Again, name the same. I'll be trying to make sure that I don't go too quick or too slow on the text, but just remember there's always that pause button at the bottom of the screen if I am going too quick for you. I know everyone reads at different speeds. Nice easy fights at this stage of the game. Go next level, EXP. So in this screen it obviously shows you how much EXP you've got on the top left from that fight, how many AP you get. I think that's used for leveling up materia if I remember correctly. EXP 674. To next level I need 275. I've got, what was that, 20 kill? Which is currency for this game if you hadn't already guessed. You don't really need to speak to the other guy at this stage. Let's get in. So Soldier was a part of Shinra. He's really pushing his luck. Right, now at this point I want to be changing the order and putting Barrett in the back, so to do that you just double tap. Now Cloud's in the front, which means he does more attack but also receive more damage. That's in the front row on the battlefield. Barrett's been put at the back because he's got a long range weapon, so his attack should stay the same, but his defense will go up. So you really want long range people at the back, or if for any reason you need someone that to not take as much damage, you put them in the back row. So that's that one done. Just quickly, I'll take you through the config. So I always change my window colour, and just to make sure it's my playthrough, even though other people have got just as much chance of picking the exact same colour scheme, I'm going to change my colours. Just so it's unique to me. As I say, I guess other people might have a chance of picking the same colours, but there we go, purple. So sound and music volume, that's all fine. I'm just going to leave all of this apart from speed up the battles a little. Later on you might want to slow it down if there's anything particularly tough. Battle messages slow, so they're usually important. I'll speed up the field messages, how quickly they appear. And camera angle's fine. I always pick magic order of attack, restore, indirect, but that's personal preference. There we go, that should be everything for the moment. Don't really need to heal anyone or do anything at the moment. Can't really equip anything at this minute either. So, without any further ado, let's get these doors open. Forgive the jolty movement, it's I'm using a keyboard to play this for one of the first times ever. And it's obviously the old WSAD combo. It's kind of different. You would have only played it with a D-pad back in the day anyway, so I guess it's not that much different. This was before analog sticks, people. As far as I'm aware, it was before analog sticks. I don't remember having analog sticks when I played it first time. He really doesn't care, does he? That's just made him a bit more angry. Don't know why Jesse's got her mouth open the entire lift ride, but she just slides in with her mouth open again. Right, so why did I just run back in the elevator? Whoops. Right, anyway, I was going to say that I am probably going to cut the video after this bit. I want to keep them kind of short, but I also want to, I don't know, I don't want to cut them off prematurely, so you maybe find that a lot of these walkthroughs or let's plays or whatever you want to call this, they'll be varying video lengths instead of constant. I hope you're able to stick with that. I mean, it's hard to suit everyone. Some people are able to watch longer videos and prefer it that way. A lot of people don't have the time to watch longer videos. So I'm kind of in a position where I'm going to want to really keep them kind of short, but not too short that really you're not seeing anything in the video happening. You know, you need to actually get some storyline in each segment, so that was just a, sorry for clearing that too quick, she was just telling you how to climb a ladder, which really isn't too interesting. Save the potion. See, there you go. As you can see now, Barrett is in the back of the battlefield, whereas Cloud's slightly more forward than he is. And again, that's because he'll still do the same damage from the back row as he would in the front, but it's also defended a bit better. There we go. Another easy fight. a series of pipes. What I'm going to actually do is I'm going to save it at this save point just down here, which is a question mark. I'm going to save it here, and as there's a few sort of few bits to cram into the next part, and I don't really want to, it'll make the video too long if I was to just continue. So I'd rather just save it at this part. There we go. That's it all saved and ready to go. So I'll save it at this part and continue in the next part with hopefully a bit more action packed, a bit more interesting to watch. This is obviously just an introduction, it's not going to be it's just full of me yakking at the moment. So thank you for putting up with listening to me just talk a load of gumph for the last, I don't know, 12 minutes or so by the looks of it. And hopefully you'll join me for the rest of my playthrough. If you liked it, it's never too easy to put together, you know, all the editing and you know the time it takes to make these videos. So if you did enjoy it, it'd be nice to leave a little thumbs up. It doesn't take a second. If you enjoyed it enough, give me a comment, or if you've got any feedback for me, I always welcome that. So yeah, just give me a thumbs up, a like, and if you've not already, it would be nice to see you subscribe. So thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this, and I hope that I see you for the next part. Have a fantastic day, and that's been Mr. Peach. Thank you. Bye bye.